Of our NBA basketball. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And, Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating, fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Wright. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Holiday in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, we've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Sexton in at the point guard.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Doncic kicks to Holiday. Wright, the pass to McGee. Now, here's Doncic. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Gay. Sexton against Wright. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that one misses. It's been an exciting season already, Doris, but I think the middle of the year is when you really get an idea of which teams are in it for the long haul. They reveal their true selves.
Right. By the midpoint of the season, the best teams are really starting to take shape. Everyone's much more dialed in. You can tell that winning matters, that the groups are collectively pulling in the same direction. So I agree. By this time of the year, we have a pretty good idea who is going to win and win consistently.
Lock at 6. Now here is Holiday, guarded closely. Fast break. Here come the Jazz, moving it up. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Yeah, and I just like the show of force there from Gay. Not settling for the simple layup, but showing his dominance, trying to intimidate with that slam.
Right outside. Back to Doncic. Holiday looking over the floor. Doncic outside for the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, Doncic is never shy from three-point opportunity. You give him a window, he will take it.
Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic. Sexton for 3. Good on the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Wright dishes to McGee. Back to Wright. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Just 2 to shoot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Markkanen. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Puts it up from 12. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Doncic passes to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Holiday against Gay. And Holiday kicks to McGee. Can't hit from 12. Utah leading. To the inside. Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
I love it when Markkanen decides to throw it down. Show some fire on that finish.
Here's Doncic. Last game with 30 points. Right outside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gay against Holiday. Utah with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Now McGee, taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wright. Doesn't go for it. And it's Utah the other way. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now, here's Sexton. He really was a guy also who stepped up in that win against the Blazers.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Utah?
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Free throw good, Sexton. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Good on both.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. And that one's good. Doncic.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Here's Horton Tucker. 9 points last game out. The Jazz with another miss. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Again, the Mavericks score.
How about the timing from Hardaway Jr. looking very comfortable taking shots after catching the pass.
Sexton against Hardaway. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. Pass to Holiday. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Markkanen. Gay outside. Markkanen down low. Guarded by Doncic. Nobody near Gay. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. There's the pass to McGee. Outside Holiday. Dishes it to Doncic. Another three for Dallas.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Gay outside. It's Sexton on top of the key. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Powell. To the middle. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Wood, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Justin Holiday. Now, here's Dunn. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Kicks it to Clarkson. Out to the right wing. Here's Abaji. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Another miss by Utah. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Olynyk with the steal. Dunn attacking. Good work there as it goes. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Dunn is always looking to attack. When he has room to run, boy, you better look out.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here is Kleber. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Another three for Dallas.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Hardaway against Dunn. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Abaji. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Now the feed to Clarkson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
You know, because of his scoring prowess, Jordan Clarkson has earned the name Flamethrower. He is something else, isn't he, Doris, coming off the bench?
He is, Kevin. That is an appropriate and fitting nickname because this guy can get hot in a hurry. And what a luxury to have somebody as consistently productive like Jordan Clarkson come off your bench. That's fabulous.
First free throw is good.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Dallas making a switch here. Green's checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Passes it to Bullock. Here's Wood. Pass to Kleba. From 8. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Utah. 3-point lead. He kicks it to Olynyk. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
Well, a nice effective mid-range game by Kelly Olynyk. Just a gorgeous release.
The pass to Bullock. Now Kleba. Pass to Wood. Can't get it to fall. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Abaji. And that one, good.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide-open opportunity.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Green finds Doncic. Outside, Green. Pass to Wood. 5 to shoot. Here's Bullock. Rebounded by the Jazz. 1:24 left to play in the first. Dunn passes to Abaji. Olynyk against Kleba. And Olynyk kicks to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
They're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To the right side. Now, here's Bullock. He's covered by Clarkson. They could use a bucket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, what a season 2022 was for the Dallas Mavericks, making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Obviously, the huge upset over the Suns turned that season into what was a dream run early in Luka Doncic's career.
First free throw is good, and the Jazz making a change here. Toscano's checked in. And so he hits both. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks to Olynyk, picked off in midair. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball for 3. Bullock. Utah with the rebound. Now here's Dunn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Chris Dunn, a complete basketball player, dynamite scorer, remarkable passer, and one of the elite defenders.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops in for Dunn. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Utah. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. They've got Lowry Markkanen, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second.
Well, the team has got to be thrilled to see Colin Sexton work the pick-and-roll game and find the open teammate.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Wood. No good. Shot missing. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Sexton. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Sexton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Jazz. And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
Yeah, and even up big, still playing the right way, keeping that aggressive nature and attacking the rim.
Right with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Markkanen pulls it in. Jazz leading by 13. Outside Sexton. Right side Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And there's the call on Juan Toscano Anderson. That's his first foul. Rudy Gay's checked in for Utah. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Wood, high post. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Phoenix. Here's Gay, and he converts the layup. Gay's got 7. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And Doris, what you like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't force anything on offense. Just takes what he has available to him.
He is the perfect role player playing alongside his teammate Luka Doncic for this reason. Excellent screen setter, a real threat vertically at the cup. What a target for Luka.
That free throw, no good.
Boy, Dwight Powell is such a hard-playing, athletic big man. He could fit himself into any scheme right now.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. He hits the second from the line. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the beer, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Right, the pass to Holiday. Now here's Wright. He's tightly guarded. Can't hit from in close.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Hardaway against Sexton. Gay passes to Toscano. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Horton Tucker. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
Free throw drops for Wright. Clarkson, he's checked in for Toscano Anderson. And he can't hit the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. McGee against Markkanen. And McGee kicks to Hardaway. That 3 off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Sexton. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Wright. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Now here is McGee. Holiday left side. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas no good that time either.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Some dishes to Markkanen. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wright looking around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Is on Colin Sexton. The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
first one falls for him.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Horton Tucker. And there's the pass to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Sexton for 3. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Sexton against Hardaway. Over Sexton. Rebound, Utah. Horton Tucker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. Here's Markkanen. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hardaway dishes to McGee. Powell trying to free himself up. The shot's good from McGee.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
Clarkson outside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Right side Hardaway. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Horton Tucker. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Wright. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the Mavericks call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
The Jazz making a switch here. Olynyk checked in, and a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Reggie Bullock comes in for Dwight Powell. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Wright. And Josh Green subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
Well, we're talking about one of the league's best scorers, and the confidence Luka Doncic has in himself to take over is readily on display.
Here's Horton Tucker. Clarkson outside. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Gay.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. He kicks it to Clarkson. Shoots over Doncic. And they recover it. Poke loose. It's stolen by Green. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw good, Green. Second free throw, no good. Jazz leading by 20. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Holiday. And here we go, the Mavericks in a fast break. Doncic leading the charge. Dallas again missing.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Clarkson with the ball. to the paint. Stolen by Bullock. Fast break, Dallas. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Horton Tucker. He dishes it to Olynyk. Over Holiday. Olynyk can't hit. And Jalen Horton Tucker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Well, technical fouls have been an issue for Luka Doncic since he entered the league.
First of all, you love his passion, but I think we've seen real progress in this regard, and that's because you understand if you're Luka Doncic, you need to play high minutes for your team.
And he makes the first.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Christian Woods checked in for the Mavericks. All free throws good from Doncic. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 12. Gay finds Sexton. Olynyk against Wood. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Find the lane. Find the lane. Nice shot.
And that one falls for Olynyk.
I like how Kelly Olynyk finds a number of different ways to contribute to his team. A selfless player who always does what's asked of him.
And timeout call. Jason Kidd has had enough.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Mavericks trail by 21. Green passes to Bullock. Back to Green. Passes to Doncic. Kleba against Gay. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wood. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And operating there in deep, Wood makes a nice adjustment there to get his shot.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
And when you look at Kleber, for me, his makeup leads you to believe that he's the kind of player you can win with.
GA, this guy has the frame for it. He stands 6'10", 240 pounds. He's one of the best defenders in the league, and nobody talks about that. The key for me is, does his confidence remain high? Because he can stretch it out to 3, and if his confidence doesn't wane, he's a major force.
Here's Olynyk after the made shot from Christian Wood. Clarkson on the wing. He's guarded by Bullock. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Green. Pass to Bullock. Here's Wood. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Back to Dunn from past the arc. Green with the block. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Bullock. That one misses. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Here's Abaji. Guarded by Doncic. And it goes down 2 points. 8 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Drills the three-pointer.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's Dunn. 6 points for him. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. .115 left to play here in the second quarter. Dunn looking over the floor. This one for three.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his man's grill, affecting the shot. That is nice.
The Jazz have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8. And the first one drops. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy, but now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Now here's Green, kicks it to Bullock. Doncic from deep three-point land. Another three for Dallas.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Green against Dunn. And the pass to Clarkson. And here is Olynyk. Tries again. Kleba with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 16. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. And finished off by Wood.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
Now Clarkson. And so that brings the first half to a close. Jazz lead by 14. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Utah finds themselves ahead after two quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
And looking at Dallas, Shaq, your thoughts?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Maybe some guys were improvising and they should have been making the next pass. But, hey, not looking good out there.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Luka Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with JaVale McGee, and it's right in at the point. Horton Tucker's shot is off.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
The 3 for Doncic. No good there. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Pass to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got the first basket of the third quarter for Utah. Outside Holiday. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Mavericks have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. Powell kicks to right. 14 feet away. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Horton Tucker. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Doncic leading the charge.
Well, Luka Doncic making his own opportunity offensively with the defense he plays. Nice.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now here's Markkanen. He's got 10. Shoots over Doncic. Markkanen can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 11. A wide open look here for Wright. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his third assist on the night. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Passes it to Gay. Guarded by McGee. Now here's Gay. D right on him. Pass to Horton Tucker. Over Doncic. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Horton Tucker's got his third bucket of the night.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
Now the pass to Holiday. Pass to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. King against Holiday. Second shot opportunity, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I think this is where Powell is really trying to improve, right? Sacrificing his body, taking it right to the defense.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And Powell, no good on that one. And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And, Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability but give him credit. Worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team.
How about that? Markkanen able to take the contact and play through it. Big-time finish.
Doncic passes to Holiday. Now the dish to Wright. Another shot. Foul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Shoot two.
The first one falls. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic. Passes it to Horton Tucker. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wright, the pass to McGee. Puts it up from 15. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Sexton against McGee. Here's Markkanen. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Holiday. Now Powell. And it's denied.
I think this is the next step for Markkanen, right? The ability to improve your defense and become a real factor. Send it back.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Clock at 6. Off target from the wing. Jazz leading by 10. Outside, Sexton. The pass to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Wright. He kicks it to Hardaway. A steal. Here's Horton Tucker. He has 6. Outside Sexton. Here's Markkanen. Makes it off the glass. Markkanen's got 10 points here in the second half. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Utah Jazz?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Now, here's Sexton. He's got 12. Pass to Horton Tucker. Inside. And Markkanen with the slam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Dallas calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Utah. The Mavericks also with a sub. Woods checked in. Now, here's Doncic. 25 points in the game. Wood can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Sexton against Wright. Sexton the pass to Markkanen. Powell with the steal. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Wright. Hardaway against Sexton. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Looking to end the run. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Toscano. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 5. Back to Sexton. Hardaway with the steal. And here's Bullock. From deep, Wood. That one, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the middle. Lee pass was put in just the right spot. 11 points in the game.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Got a piece of it. Bullock passes to Hardaway. And the three ball is good. Hardaway has got his second bucket tonight.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Toscano passes to Sexton. To the wing right side. The Jazz working the ball around now. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Here's Doncic. 28 points for him. It's picked off. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Kleber with the bucket.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Utah calls timeout. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Passes it to Clarkson. Here's Abaji, guarded by Holiday. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
And he knocks down the first one. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And he makes both free throws. Mavericks trail by 13. Outside Holiday. Kicks to Doncic. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Clarkson. Dishes it to Markkanen. Here's Abaji. Guarded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Down against Holiday. That's tipped. 5 on the clock. Here's Abaji. Guarded by Doncic. Abaji, the pass to Olynyk. Here's Abaji. Here's Dunn. No good on the three.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Now done after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Abaji. Now here's Olynyk. Here's Dunn. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Dunn's got 8 points.
Well, because of Chris Dunn's athleticism, he can get up and over the outstretched arms of the D. It takes a lot to shake this guy's focus.
Now here's Hardaway. He has 5. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Wood. And that one hits back iron. Utah leading by 15. Dunn kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Olynyk. And it's Dunn in the corner. Over Hardaway. A second chance effort. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Mavericks trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hardaway against Dunn. Now here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Wood can't hit.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period.
Abaji, the pass to Clarkson. Nice D from Doncic.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Lauri Markkanen getting it done for the Jazz. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And we'll be right back after this. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Contest twos, right? We'll contest twos and contest threes, but no layups.
Jason Kidd feeling like they need to protect the rim above all else right now, willing to give in other areas.
And you have to take care of home base. Otherwise, it's going to be attacked all night, and that's not going to reflect well for you on the scoreboard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Sexton. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. And Wright kicks to Holiday. Wright against Sexton. For 3. And it's Wright missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic. Horton Tucker, the pass to Olynyk. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Second chance shot. He can't hit that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Doncic kicks to Holiday. Offensive rebound Mavericks.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Jazz leading by 15. Gay outside. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Outside, Sexton. Good on the three-point shot. And the Jazz lead by 18.
Well, he's already a good shooter from distance now, and Colin Sexton, a ton of confidence when he starts to stroke that thing.
Holiday, the pass to McGee. Tries from 10. That's good from Doncic on the assist by McGee. And that's now 30 points for Luka Doncic. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Sexton. Here's Gay. That one goes. Count it.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Wright. Doncic kicks to Holiday. He feeds it to Wright. Shoots from the baseline.
Well, that's the athletic ability of Colin Sexton. Twice on the pipes. What a big-time vertical.
Three-pointer. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 18. Wright dishes to Doncic. No-place jumper from the free throw line. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Gay outside. The pass to Horton Tucker. Outside, Sexton. On the wing, Holiday. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Doncic finds Holiday. Wright with it. Puts up a three. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. Wright against Sexton. Pass to Gay. Olynyk in the corner. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Holiday. Out to Doncic. Back to Holiday. Dallas moving it around. And finished off by Wood.
And there's a lot of power behind Woods' dunks. He's not going to get cheated when he takes it to the rim.
Gay outside. Passes to Sexton. Now here's Olynyk. Fast break Dallas. Another shot. Can't get the layup. Jazz leading by 11. Outside, Sexton. To the left wing. To end the drought. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Olynyk is such a long guy, exceptional at using his body to get to the free throw line.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Mavericks trail by 12. Wright outside. Pass to Wood. He doesn't hit that one. And Utah the other way now. Kicks it to Gay and stolen by Wright. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Markkanen, he's checked in for Olynyk. Outside Holiday. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Utah leading by 12. Sexton with it. Down low. Here's Markkanen. Wood with the block.
Man, an aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Wright against Sexton. Over Wright. It's Gay on the way. To the paint. Second shot opportunity. Wood with the block. On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Gay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And free throw good from Holiday.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Utah's coach address his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Rebounded by McGee. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on an 11-3 run. And a deep three from Doncic. They get it back. McGee's shot is off. Jazz leading by 10. To the inside. Poked away. Fast break, Dallas. The lead now in single digits. Wright's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Dallas.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Gay passes to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 6th rebound on the night. McGee in the high post. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush. They're going for the throat.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Dallas. 7-point differential. And Holiday kicks to Doncic. Now here is McGee. He's guarded closely. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Here's Horton Tucker. Outside, Markkanen. And the pass to Horton Tucker. Markkanen down low. McGee's there. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Wright. On the wing, Doncic. Poke loose. Powell dishes to Doncic. 4 on the clock. Wright. That's a 2-pointer. Got a piece of it. Outside, Sexton. Here's Markkanen. And the bank shot is good. Markkanen's got 16 points here in the second half.
Now this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer, just so skilled. He can find different spots to be effective.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They get it again. Doncic. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Wood, he's checked in for Dallas. .152 left in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, watching Luka Doncic, you see someone who has got extraordinary feel for the game of basketball. Knows when to score it, knows when to pass it. His vision and his big-time shot making are all incredible.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. Free throw is good from Doncic. Utah leading by 8. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Gay. Back to Sexton. Over Wright, and it's Wright sending it back. With the tip, and Markkanen on the follow. Markkanen's got 4 this quarter.
This is what you hope. You want to see Markkanen mix it up on the glass, right? Keep the play alive. Make sure you convert.
Here's Doncic, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. clock at 6. Here's Powell. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 8. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Markkanen.
I'll tell you, good physical play from Markkanen right there. Puts the defense in a bad position and gets the whistle.
The first, and that will put them up by 9.
What I'm always impressed by, guys, is Markkanen's versatility. The guy can face up and make jump shots. He can be enough of a presence on the interior that you're very comfortable with him in this modern NBA game.
And Markkanen drops them both. 54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 10. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And a missed layup. Sexton against Wright. Pass to Gay. Lets it go from deep. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Doncic looking it over. The offensive rebound. Powell. The layup off target. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Sexton the pass to Horton Tucker. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Laurie. Strong start for the team. How did you keep that momentum going throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, we've had leads before this season that we blew, so we had that mindset that even if we're up, we're still going to keep pushing, so that's what we did.
You kept the pedal to the metal, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.